Hey everybody, Spectacular, the Silver Stacular. Here I am with a certain coin, the Morgan Silver Dollar, arguably one of the top, most beautiful coins in the coin collecting hobby. Also, one of the most popular. What I want to talk about in this video is something you need to really watch for when you're out in the market looking for Morgan Silver Dollars, but this also can be applied to just about any coin in the hobby. All right. So if you're out there in the atmosphere, right, you're at a coin show, you're online, whatever the case may be, you're hunting for Morgan Silver Dollars, this is what I want you to do, right? What I want you to look out for is something that's different, something that's eye-catching, something that's not just the same old Morgan Silver Dollar, right? They actually minted these things right here many of the years by the millions, right? Hundreds of millions in some cases. There's a lot of certain Morgan dollars out there. So how do you separate yourself from the crowd? By getting things that are a little bit more special. Proof Morgans, always special, low mintage on proofs. Morgans with a lot of color on them can also be a good way to get something that's a little different. Something that has a variety, for instance. Recently on video, I talked about the double die obverse gator eye. You know, something that's a little bit different like that. Some kind of wow slab, right, can get a lot of attention. Buy the coin, not the holder, but the holder these days can gain a lot of attention to buyers. And I'm saying right here, I want you to maximize your collection. I want your collection to be something where it just outshines everybody else's. The reason why I'm saying this is actually I just went to a coin show and I was thinking about it the whole time, but I've thought about it at every coin show I've ever been to, right? One of the most common coins you'll see at a coin show, if you get a chance to go, and I highly recommend you go to a coin show, is a Morgan Silver Dollar. And it's just like you see trays and trays and trays of Morgan dollars in, slabs, and they're great to look at, don't get me wrong, but you start to go like, wow, every one of these looks the same except for that one. That one's a little different. Can I see this one? Can you open up the case? Do you mind if I look at this? And you see one that's just a little different and it catches your eye. That's the one you should be buying, right? That's the one I want you collecting. I don't want you to be that guy at the show that has an entire case full of Morgan dollars that he's going to have to hold on to for the rest of his life, that he's going to have to break out of there or something like that and liquidate for pennies on the dollar. You don't want to be that person. You want to get the eye-catching stuff. Now, here's some tips, right? CCs, Carson Cities, in just about any condition will always sell. They are always a hot item. You see Carson City on a slab, you see Carson City on a raw Morgan dollar, it's probably going to be a good purchase for you if you can get the coin at the right price. Use a price guide. There's plenty of them out there. Gray Sheet, Market Review, Internet is all great ways to find out the correct pricing. But get something that's a little bit different, right? That separates yourself from the crowd. And CCs always sell. Color on a coin, as long as it's not, some kind of artificial toning on the slab. It doesn't, kind of give away some sort of like man-made intervention, you know what I mean? As long as there's some decent color on the coin, even just little pieces like this right here, it is something that captures people's eyeballs. Not everybody's into color, but I tell you what, I think a majority of the hobby right now are into coins that have some sort of color on them, as long as it's not artificial toning. These right here, these GSA, these General Service Administration slabs, always an eye catcher, always popular, easy to sell, never a problem on those. Even something like this, right? This is a basic coin, 1879 San Francisco, low mint state, nothing too special. But I tell you what, I don't know what it is, but the CAC slabs, they look great. They tend to make the coins move. Listen, I don't work for CAC. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing out there. Here's a coin right here. Nothing too special on the coin, right? Low mint state, 62, 1878, first year issue, San Francisco. Nothing too special, but old annex holder, right? People enjoy these old holders. People enjoy weird holders. And so you get to the point where, you're buying the coin because it has a little bit of color and stuff and it looks great, but then you're also buying the allure of something old in the hobby too. These old, let's call them dinosaur slabs now at this point, these ancient things. But yeah, just try to differentiate yourself from the crowd. Just because There is so many Morgan dollars out there. If it does come time to sell for either you or your loved ones, you're going to want to be, just a step ahead of the game. You're going to want something that's a little different. You're not going to want to go into a shop and they're going to be like, yeah, this is all pretty normal. Like, they're going to buy them, right? They're going to buy them from you because they're Morgan silver dollars. They're silver. They're 90%. They're old U.S. coins. They're always going to be valuable for sure. But you want your collection to stand out. You want your collection to be above and beyond the person that came in just before you, or the person that's supposed to be coming in a couple hours, right? You want your thing to shine. And the way you do that is be a little bit more choosy on your purchases. You can see some things here like, the Whatnot slab, cool looking slab. It was a neat piece. It was open live. It's a little bit of a history piece. That's kind of, something different. People are going to ask the question, like, what was that all about? And that's what you want, man. You want them asking questions about certain coins. You don't need to just have as many Morgans as possible in your display. If you're a seller, you don't need that. You need to have those Morgans that catches people, right? That makes them stop walking around the show and they're just sitting there paused at your case going like, wow, look at the color on that thing. It's low mint state, not that big of a deal, but man, it's got some cool color to it, right? And you're like, yes, it does. Would you like to go ahead and have me crack it on out so you can see it? I want you to be a step above everybody else, and I think you can do that with just that one tip. Be a little bit more choosy on your purchases. I see a lot of people online and they're just buying whatever they can. And in my opinion, they're overspending for stuff that they're going to have a hard time moving themselves. I think that you need to be a little bit more choosy. You need to buy the better coins and have a better display than the next person around you. And you just outshine somebody that's, right next to you with the more beautiful coins. Anyways, this is what I've seen out in the hobby. My recommendations, again, this can be used for any coins out there. If your display doesn't happen to be Morgan dollars, say peace dollars, same thing applies. Have better coins, to the next person. I'm not saying that every single coin you have on display is going to be the most fire coin ever, but be a little bit more choosy on some of the coins that you have so that you can catch those eyes, so you can, maximize the potential of your stack in your collection of coins. I got to go for now. I appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular, would love to hear you comment. Love to hear your opinion down below. If you don't mind leaving a comment, I'd like that a lot. Spegtacular is out. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.